Welcome back to 616 Comic Reviews. This is Aaron speaking. We're going to be reviewing New 52 Suicide Squad number 2. Hey, welcome back. This is Aaron from 616 Comic Reviews. Today we're looking at New 52 Suicide Squad number 2. Writer is Adam Glass. Artist is Federico Dalluccio, Andre Bresson, and the cover art is done by Ryan Benjamin. First of all, I gotta say, cover's good. I like the cover a lot. Not as good as the first one. The first cover is probably one of my favorite covers of all of them that I've seen. I gotta say though, this isn't bad. At this point I wasn't a big fan of Deadshot, but still, I would still give the cover. It's pretty good. I don't know if it pushed me to buy it if I wasn't already interested in the story though. So it starts out, they just got dropped into the stadium from the last issue, and they're both just getting inside. They're kind of assessing what's going on. They have the mission is to get a package, and the package is somewhere inside the stadium. They also need to quarantine off the area and make sure that everything in it is code 0. That means burn everything. So they go into the stadium. They do a lot of monologuing because not many of the characters actually like each other. So they all just kind of, talk back and forth and talk shit while they're going on to what's basically a zombie apocalypse. The whole stadium is covered in zombies from one end to the other. They're killing each other, eating each other, and at the same time, the Suicide Squad is taking them out too. They go through pretty much the whole story, mostly just kind of building the tensions between characters. Really no one at this point likes or trusts each other, and they don't really trust Amanda Waller either. So there's a lot of just kind of like nitpicking and fighting amongst each other. They're all working together though to kill everything off and trying to make their way towards the package. Some of the art's really good, but I really like this panel right here. Harley slamming her hammer into this half cybernetic guy. The zombie thing, I think if I remember correctly, it kind of turns you into, it's not zombies necessarily as much of a mix between zombies and cyborgs. It kind of takes over your body and turns you into a mechanical thing. So you go through a lot of good art. There's some that gets a little cheesy. This is a little cheesy, a little comic-ish. I almost feel like that's kind of Archie, to be honest with you, if I was to be critical. They make their way through a lot of it. I love the brutal violence of it, though. There's blood splattering everywhere. You got heads being cut off, things being blown up. It's really consistent. And then I like how they switch these dark scenes to like dark panels like this, where there's a lot of shadows and silhouette. It kind of gives it that covert feeling a little bit to me. I like how they use it during those dark moments. So they finally get to the lady, who turns out to be the package, but the package is not the girl herself or the lady herself. The lady is pregnant, and she's also infected with the same disease. So there's a little conflict between Diablo and Deadshot, because Deadshot wants to kill everything. He just does what his job is. He's a mercenary. You point him, and he shoots. That's how he is. But Diablo is trying to reform himself and trying to become follow his Christian roots and trying to be a good, holy person. So when it comes down, at first they talk, all of them are talking about just killing the lady to begin with, but Diablo doesn't want to do that, so they start arguing and fighting, and the lady instantaneously turns into this really kind of crazy, disgusting, I don't know what you would call it, like I don't know, it's got just a big bloated lady with tentacles. I don't know, but she's kind of crazy, and some of the scenes is really good. I really like this one right here where she gets Harley around the neck, and she's, you know, tasting her with her tongue. It's kind of disgusting, but also kind of just perfect setup for it gives you the perfect feeling. You really get the feeling of what's going on inside of the comic, or inside of her mind, because that's nasty. Who would want to do that? But the greatest part is that King Shark comes up, takes a big bite, bites the lady's head off, and they again start to argue about it. But eventually they take the baby and they secure the package. And after a fight, getting out, they move for extraction. But Amanda Waller says, you know, we can't extract you from there. It's too hot in that area. We don't want any publicity. So you guys need to escape on your own. And so that's the end of the comic. And basically, Deadshot, always being worried about dying so he can get back to his daughter, starts complaining and fighting with Amanda Waller about how their neck implants only got another 3 hours before they pop their heads off. So, you know, of course, Amanda Waller being Amanda Waller, she just says, well, that's your own problem. Get to where you need to go, and then I'll reset those implants for you. So that's the end of the story. Honestly, I love the story. I love that they were inside of a freaking, or inside a stadium where they basically had to mass murder anything and everything in it. Man, it's crazy. Very, very interesting story. The story just was really well written. There was some spots where, like I said, the comic art was almost cheesy, because you kind of go from like a straight edged kind of look like this, and then you go to a panel where it's like this, and it's very, very comic-y looking. Like, I mean, like I said, Archie-ish. I mean, it's not quite that bad, but when you compare it to the more straight-lined panels, you can definitely see the difference. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but that's the reason why I would give this comic like I give it like an 8. That's what I do. I give it an 8. Still not bad though. I mean, I can't really say much about it. The writing is really good. The character generation is really good. The art is good for the most part. Even the more comic-y art is bloody, and I love massive gore. Is not a problem for me. So yeah, I definitely give it like an 8 out of 10, and I guess that's the end of the review, and we'll see you next time.